Morning brew time. Hope you're getting your coffee or your tea, whatever you're drinking, ready. Mine is brewing right now, and I cannot wait to taste it. Yes, I'm back on my hazelnut coffee today. So, good morning. It's Morning Brew with your girl, Germaine, and I am excited to be here another day to share today's brew with you. And as people are chiming in, we'll give them some time to chime in and we'll get into the message. So, just to give you a heads up, today's brew, it is on the power of your choices. Yes, we are going to get into the power of your choices. And if you don't know, we're going to talk a little deep about it. So, hope everyone's having a great morning so far. And you know what, depending on what part of the world you're in, it could be night. And if you are staying up with us to chime in, I'm going to say, listen, thank you. Thank you for staying connected with us. I always say, you know what? It's morning somewhere, right? And right now it's morning here on the East Coast where I'm at. But I hope you have a moment just to step in and, see what today's brew is about. Do you have your coffee, juice, tea, whatever you're drinking? Well, let me say good morning to those that are chiming in. We have Leslie George over on YouTube. Good morning, Leslie. And we have Miss Diva Daz. Good morning. Give me a buzz. I'm feeling that. I need one too. I'm waiting for mine to come. So thank you. She's over on Instagram. And we have Wanda Devereaux. Yay. What's up, Wanda? Good morning. Good morning to Morning Brew. I'm going to share a little something that Wanda shared with me. I'm going to share it with all of you because I thought, listen, it hit me. And I said, this might be something good to share with everyone else. But with that being said, is it ready? Oh my gosh, y'all ain't going to believe. You know what? I made a mess, a big mess. And I don't know how much I'll be drinking my coffee today. I left the daggone top on. I left the top on. So, yes, my coffee spilled over, but that's okay. Some of it's catching in the cup right now. All right, y'all, give me a minute. It's Tuesday. I'm still trying to collect myself from this weekend. Okay. We'll clean that up later. But, all right, guys, we're going to get into this. Give me a hot minute. Give me a hot minute to get my hot coffee together. I don't know what I was thinking. Why did I even leave the top on? Okay, having one of those moments. I think I got up too early. All right, we're gonna make it do what it do. I don't know how much we're gonna make it do what it do, but anyway, let's get into this message today. All right, hold up, let me leave this over here. So, all right, guys, that's a first, and it'll be a last that we make a mess like that. But hey, things happen. Shoot, right? Things happen. So listen. Let's talk about the power of your choice. And I just want to say good morning, Lonnie Jones. Good morning, my new friend, my Mo family friend. Good morning on my YouTube page. So, we're going to be talking about the power of choice. So, you know how we do. We take a pause and we pour into purpose, but let's get into this. So, we know every decision we make, whether it be big or small, shapes the direction of our life. I want you to think about that for a second. Think about where you are in your life. Think about the decisions you made to be where you are in your life, right? So it came through a decision or it came through choices. And a lot of times we don't think that's true, but it is. Think about your life. All right. So, yet too often we underestimate our power or we hand it over to fear or people pleasing or even our indecisions. So, in this brew, it's going to be a bold reminder that you are one powerful choice away from a different life. Now, I want to use this as an example because, I don't know about all of you guys, but I've been caught out on the whole Love Island summer thing, right? So last night was the finale, and I'm not going to really go into details, but I do want to use one of the Islanders as an example of the power of choice. So Alondria, who we might be familiar with, or you might not be if you're not following it. But Alondria, who is termed Nicolandria, Alondria talks about, good morning, Amanda on Facebook. But Alondria, she talks about how she dreamt about being a model from a very young girl, and she pretty much made decisions and choices along that way or that journey in her life to get to that place. So she stated when Love Island came 3 years prior, she wasn't available to do it. Now, stay with me because this is about the power of her choice, right? And she said she wasn't able to do it when they came for her a second year, right? She was out of the country. And then she made a decision. She made a decision and a choice to say, you know what? Thank God they're still coming and they're still interested in having me. So her third time they came, she decided to say yes. So she made the choice and the decision to say yes. Now, remember, I stated she mentioned that she always had a desire and she believed so that one day she would be a model. She would be able to tap into that desire of hers, right? One choice has changed her whole entire life. Now, don't think it was easy because she's still dealing with some haters out there for her just being authentically who she is. Now, in her making that one choice, and for those that are familiar with it, you know exactly what I'm talking about, Love Island. But for those that have not tuned in or watched it, just just listen to the example that I'm giving and the choice that she made. So, in her making this choice, it changed her whole entire life. She is now living in the choice, in the decision that she made to go on this show, to pretty much exploit herself before the world and put herself in a position for any and everybody to criticize, to celebrate her, whatever it was. But she made the choice because she had a vision that was bigger than what she was presently living in, right? And the day coming out of the villa, due to her choices, it changed her life forever. She is the most sought after person right now in the world, from modeling gigs to brand deals to all of this. But she declined it, her choice. The timing was so perfect. And like she stated, it could not have come before it came. She had to decline those 2 previous years because this was the time for her. Timing is everything in your choices and decisions. So I wanted to just paint that picture for you, right? But now let me get back into today's brew. So remember, you are one powerful choice away from a different life. So y'all know, maybe you don't know, but this is the time for Pour into Purpose. In this segment, we're pretty much going to start breaking some things down and really give you an opportunity to get clarity, courage, and also start really thinking about how these things could resonate in your life, right? So, in Pour into Purpose, let's talk about choices are the architect of your future. Keep in the back of your mind the power of choice. Every habit, relationship, or opportunity is a byproduct of a decision. I want you to think about that. Now, I want you to be open to think about this as well. You didn't end up here by accident. You chose a way here. Your decisions, your choices. And the good news is because that means you chose your way into something better, or maybe it wasn't better at the time. But you know what that means? You can choose your way into something you desire or something that is better for you. So if you find yourself right now in a place, if you made some decisions along the way and you find yourself in a place that you're really not comfortable with, you really don't want to be in, and it's time to get up out of this space, then you know what? I want you to really start searching within and make some decisions and some choices that can put you in a different place. It's almost like I'm going to make the decision. I'm standing here, but I need to get over there. I'm going to make this decision right now. The light is red and I'm going to walk across the street. I'm not going to stand here because if I stand here, I'll never get there. I don't want to say it's simple because depending on what you're dealing with or depending on what you may be in, it's not that simple. Some people are dealing with financial issues right now, and they may be in a place that they're stuck in, like, oh my gosh, where is this coming from? Where is this next check or this next amount or this next deal or this next opportunity? Where is it going to come from? That means you have to start thinking, how do I need to show up? What do I need to look at? Do I need to tap into something that's already in place that I can tap into that could possibly generate a check for me? Or how do I need to present myself showing up in the world to be in a place that will allow somebody to see me differently, that will give me a different outcome and give me possibly an open door opportunity? So think about it. It's not just verbalizing things with your mouth. You have to put actions behind it sometimes, okay? But the first step is the mindset. You have to have the right mindset to know that this is not working for me. I need to make a change, which means I need to make some different choices. Okay? All right. All right. So I'm going to say this: direction, not intention, determines destination. And direction is shaped by your choices. All right. So, all right, let's pour a little more. Let's pour a little more. And so, you know what, guys, I'm going to have to make another coffee because I guess I didn't catch enough in this coffee. So afterwards, I'm going to have to get another cup of coffee. But let's pour a little more. So avoiding decisions is still a decision. Did you hear me? Uh, you know what's in front of you. You know the decision you need to make, but you just decide, you know what, if I just avoid it, it'll go away. That don't happen. It's still standing right there looking at you right in the face. So indecisions is not neutral. It's just a delay. It's only delaying your progress. You're going to have to eventually face it. So you might as well come to a conclusion to say, today is the day. I'm making a decision and I'm making a choice to do this thing today. I'm not going to let it go another day. It's taking up too much energy, too much time, and today's the day. So it's not going anywhere. Okay. All right. Also, when you avoid choosing, you still make a choice. You don't realize that. And there are consequences to our choices. So I always forget to mute this thing, but you still make a choice when you don't make a decision or when you're avoiding something, avoiding choosing something. You choose to stay stuck. Bottom line, you want to stay there? Is it comfortable for you? I'm just turning my phone ringer off. Is it comfortable for you? You like being there? It done got so comfortable for you that it's like, hey, why change? I already know what I'm going to get. I already know what it's going to be. I already know the outcome of it. That's no way to live. It's not. And I know sometimes fear will grip us, fear will keep us in bondage, fear will keep us stuck. But you know what? You're bigger than fear. Make a decision and let fear know who's in control. Also, you choose to give your power to someone else. Who is guilty of that? I'm going to raise my hand. I'm going to raise my hand. Who is guilty of that? Giving your power to someone else. And you know, when you think about it, you ask yourself, why? Why did I let myself get in this place to put the power of my life and my choices in someone else's hands? Now, I'm going to say this. If God gives us the power of choice, why would we give that away to someone else while they're still trying to figure out their own life? I'm going to leave that one with you. Also, we choose comfort over clarity. I just said that. We rather stay stuck because you know what? I don't want to be discomfort. I don't know what's right in front of me. I don't know what to expect. So you know what? I'm gonna stay right here and I'm gonna just stay comfortable and I don't need clarity. Is that you? Are you that person? Okay. So you can't complain about the life you're not changing. Yeah, I always say you can't complain about what you allow. If you allow to stay stuck, guess what? Accept it, own it. It's yours. You've allowed it. So if that's what you allow, you can't complain about it. Nobody wants to hear it. You made the decision. All right. All right. We're just gonna pour. Let's just continue to pour. All right. So every yes is a no to something else. I did one on the power of yes and also the power of no. So every yes you decide to say yes to, everything you decide to say yes to, that means, I'm sorry, I didn't cut my phone off. I got caught up. And it's nothing but these spam calls. I wish they would stop. I know you all out there get these abundant calls with no one saying anything. It should be a law against this. Give me a second. I'm turning it off right now because it is not a part of the discussion. Okay. All right. so, so right now, every yes is a no to something else. Saying yes to peace may require saying no to people pleasing. Have you ever had a bout in your life, or have you ever had a moment or a long moment in your life that you felt like it's easier to please people than to make sure you're good? Yeah, I operated like that for a long time, even in my business, as long as I've been an entrepreneur in business, always making myself available to people any hours of the night, making sure they were good, even though it affected me sometimes. But still, thinking, okay, customer service. No, you have to set boundaries. And if you are in pursuit of peace, you cannot be a people pleaser, which means start looking at your life, setting boundaries. And it goes back to, and I'm going to keep saying it, you are the leading person in your life. You are the lead. Do not give that power to anyone else. Okay. And so, also, saying yes to your purpose may require saying no to procrastination. Any procrastinators out there? I'm calling any procrastinators out there. Are you one that keeps putting it off and putting it off and putting it off? And next thing you know, life is passing you by. Time has gone. People have changed. Places have changed. Things have changed. But you still feel empowered by being a procrastinator. Is that you? Is that you? Well, don't be that person. Choose your purpose over procrastination. I know sometimes fear will grip us. And I'm not giving fear any power, no power. Okay. Fear doesn't have the power over my purpose, over my peace in my life. So I'm going to be adventurous and I'm just going to take the first step. I don't know where it may end. I don't know where I may end up at, but you know what? I'm going to take the first step. That's it. I'm going to take the first step. I'm going to keep an open mind and I'm going to pursue, guess what? Me. All right. So, once again, this brew is about choosing with intention, knowing that your alignment matters more than approval. Whew, man, this has resonated with me. I don't know about all of y'all, but I know for me, this message is really confirmation is resonating with me. And let me know if you're taking something out of it. Something is resonating with you in this message today. Okay. Um, well, this is a part that we all can participate in. Yes. So, as we continue to talk about the power of your choices in this segment, let me pull this up in a second. I want to leave this with you though. Your future is built by the decisions you make in private. I want to leave that with you. Yeah. You don't have to announce your decisions to everybody. Sometimes it's not for everybody, it's for you. You don't need an audience. You don't need people's validation and approval sometimes. You know what it is you want to do. You know what it is you need to do. So the decision becomes yours. Now, if there's some decisions you have to make because you have to consider family members and all of that, then you know what? Make them privy to it when you're ready for them. But the first part of it, that choice, that decision starts with you. Mindset. All right, guys. So right now, guess what? This is a point in the in the morning brew we all can take part in. The reflection questions. Now, these questions, you don't have to give your answers in the community. These are some thought questions for you. So I have two. I have two thought questions for you, two reflection questions I want to leave with you. What is one choice you've been avoiding? Trust me, I take part in these questions too. Okay. So, what is one choice you've been avoiding? You know, it's right there, and you keep putting it off, and you keep procrastinating, and it keeps coming back. It keeps showing up, and it keeps showing up until you're like, enough already. That's how I was starting this live podcast. I don't even like calling it a podcast, this live morning brew. It was years, and it just kept coming back. And it's like, okay, I'm here. I'm done. I'm doing it. I'll figure it out along the way. That's exactly what I did. Figure it out along the way. And here we are. So, but what is that thing? What is that choice you've been avoiding? I want you to really think about that. And you know what? Don't feel like you have to answer so quickly. You might need to water it. You might need to think on it. Hey, it's your decision. And the second question, reflection question, what's a small aligned decision you can make today that shifts your direction? Think small now. Don't think so grand. Everything's not grandioso. Everything's not big. It's the small little things. So, what's that one small thing? Aligned decision you can make today that shifts your direction. Okay. All right, guys. Listen, it's getting a little warm in here. You got to always keep a little fan around. All right. So I want to leave those reflection questions for you. And we're about to come to the final. Guess what? It's the final sip. It is the final sip. So whatever you're drinking, hey, this is that time. Take that final sip and let me leave some things with you. All right. Your life isn't defined by what's happening to you. It's defined by the choice, by what your next choice is. Your life isn't defined by what happens to you. It's defined by what you choose next. Think long and hard about the choices you're making. Because remember, we talked about if your life was a movie, are you happy with the scenes that you're putting before people? Those are all choices. Are you happy with those scenes that you're putting before the world to see? All right. And also, you have more power than you think. So, for those that think they're powerless, I can't, I don't, all those negative words, start trying to use words that are more uplifting. I can, I will, I am, right? Start speaking life into yourself, and you'll start feeling yourself take your power back. Stop giving it to people. It's not about you pleasing anyone, especially if you're not happy. How are you going to please someone else if you're not happy? So start with you. Make this selfish. One thing Alandria did say, she said, I wish I was a little more selfish in the beginning of that journey on Love Island, because she always wanted to make sure everybody else was good. And so it hit her at the end of her journey when she finally found the one that would be her love, right? She finally decided, when she realized I wish I was a little more selfish. Take her advice. And it's all on how you look at the word selfish. If you're not good, how can anybody in your orbit be good? Make sure you're good first. That's not being selfish. Pretty much look at it as self-care. All right. All right. And so in these final sips, choose purpose and choose with vision, because your future is listening to your decisions. So y'all know we wrapping it up right now. So you know how we do. We sip slow. I want you to begin to choose wisely. If you're not, you may already be choosing wisely. Your life may be right where you want it to be. And that is amazing. Start showing others, if you can, how they too, just by making decisions, making choices in their life, they can really make a decision to put themselves exactly where they want to be in life, the very things they desire. And I want you to remember that next level requires what? Say it, guys. New decisions. You cannot go into your next level, your next place in life, making the same wrong or old or bad decisions. But if some decisions have worked for you, and you're evolving in that space, then continue to make those good decisions to see yourself exactly where you want to see yourself. Well, that's it for me today, guys. I hope something resonated with you. So once again, it is the power of your choices. Start making some different decisions, some more choices in your life. You do not need to be stuck, and don't let anybody tell you you should stay where you are if you're feeling stuck. All right, guys. So with that, thank you all. Thank you all for chiming in. Thank you all for being a part of Morning Brew with Germaine. And just so you know, we do run this again. If you need to see it or you want to invite somebody else to see it, they can replay it back. Thank you, Lonnie. They can replay it back, or they can also, in the description, click on the YouTube channel. Click on and subscribe to Morning Brew with Germaine at YouTube. Also, you can check us out on our website for more information at Morning Brew with Germaine. Thank you, Wanda. And so with that, I so appreciate you all. And tomorrow, make sure you chime in tomorrow, because tomorrow is our first episode for Mixed Blend Wednesdays. We have a special guest coming in the studio. Dr. Vernon J. Shazier. You may, if you're a sports fan, you know his son, Ryan Shazier, who played for the Steelers. So he's going to be coming in, chopping up on leadership, just talking about what's happening, in his world, and how he affects change in so many athletes' lives, young people, leaders in their lives. And so with that being said, same time tomorrow, 10:30 a.m., Morning Brew with Germaine is just our new segment every Wednesday, which is Mixed Blend Wednesday. So I will see you then. And we do have our special guest for Authors Brew Friday also coming in. But let's get through tomorrow. All right. All right. Make sure you stop by for coffee. I will have my coffee correct. Have a great day. Stay blessed and make some choices today. Love you guys. Bye-bye now.